Welcome back to Tao Holistic Wellness. Today I'm outside enjoying the weather on a day off, and I'm going to bring to you the topic of the fire element. So, as we know from wood, there's a yin and a yang. The yin is grounding downward, and the yang is going upward and reaching potential. Now, at the top of that potential is where we find the fire element. And this is also associated with the spirit. Now, what I mean by spirit is it's a part of the human being that is organizing and function, but it doesn't have much tangible existence. We only really experience it through our mind and the quality of this fire. When fire is strong, it just gives a kind of robustness to the entire person, and all of their mannerisms and actions are graced with this mature energy of fire. Fire is very similar to modern concepts of energy. It's thermodynamics, the potential of heat to do work and thus move through a system. And it's also associated with light, that is visible light, which can be seen, and also with the inner light or spiritual light that shows up in our consciousness and clarity of mind. Some people see auras and things like that, and when this is happening, it's someone's fire and its radiance or relative lack or abundance of it that an aura reader reads. So fire is all sorts of heat, which is motion of molecules. But in chemistry, there's usually a certain amount of energy a given set of chemicals can give off in their transformation. But fire is really the original source of all heat and motion in the universe. It's the energy that gives forth the Big Bang, if you are someone who believes in that model. Fire is also related to joy. So it's pretty important that your fire is healthy and that you have a balanced amount of joy in your life, because then you're able to be in control and at ease with your surroundings, and with whatever happens, you have that inner joy, and you can even transcend external conditions when you have this healthy fire. But there is another side to it. You can have too much fire, and imbalanced fire is very dangerous. Imbalanced fire will basically invade other organs and destroy their functions because it's inappropriate. Some examples of inappropriate fire are laughing at the wrong times, or laughing inappropriately, some other forms of deviant fire can be like sexual obsession at the wrong time and place, and it just kind of burns out of control. It's animalistic and pursuing. It's not mature and human. A lot of mind-altering drugs affect fire, and that's why they're enjoyable. In fact, pretty much all of them have some effect on it. Marijuana will temporarily heighten the wood and gather those ethereal spirits, but at the cost of your own natural production. You're kind of jumping the cycle a little bit. Alcohol, as you all know, when you drink it, you sometimes start to feel hotter and you get flushed and red. And this is because it's adding heat to your blood and your liver. And if that burns out of control, it moves through your body, and people have these emotional upswings when they're drunk and get reckless, or they reach a toxic threshold and get very sick, and it hurts their whole body. The fire will come back up the gut and digestive system and induce vomiting, stuff like that. Fire also connects to relationships. It's the joyful part of a relationship. It's really the highlight. It's what the two people have the most fun doing together. Everything else on the 5 elements in relationship is very much about taking care of and nourishing the other aspects of a person in their life. But the fire you have with your partner is really what keeps your spirits together in happiness, not because of cause and conditioning, but because you want to be in it, because your spirit is enjoying it. So fire is the most yang element. And the whole idea of yin-yang, they always turn into the opposite. So the original yin, nothingness of space, is also complete potentiality. And all of that complete potentiality at its maximum freedom is nothing. No distinguishment. So fire, as the most yang, is the commander and emperor of the 5 elements. It is the highest vision of the leader and its ability to actively move it. It's also the season of summer. So after spring, when the plants have gained life and grown up, now their fruits are going to start manifesting. And the fulfillment of those fruits comes later into Earth. Yes, so it's the season of summer, the hottest season, and there's even a greater pathogenic influence of heat in Chinese medicine known as summer heat that occurs only in the summer. And it's that feeling you get if you're in the sun too long and it's kind of beaming down on you and nothing really moves, but it feels nice. So summer is a fun time. We all know it's a time to get outside and enjoy and be active. That's the yang side of it, but the yin side of it is also to keep your cool and stay regulated with your diet and keep activities that might be toxic in balance. If you can follow that and keep it in your heart and move through the changes in the seasons with the joy of your fire, then your spirit will just become clearer of its own. That's all for